I do not enjoy this part of reviewing games. It doesn't feel great to be so negative about an indie game, knowing that it was the product of hard work by just one person, but I just can't recommend Emerald Shores. There are quite a few reasons why I didn't enjoy playing it, but I'm just going to focus on the two biggest issues I have with the game. Firstly, I had 3 crashes while playing. I have a rule when reviewing a game. If I get 3 crashes, I stop, and so after the third, I did stop. I had finished 60% of the game, which took me around an hour and a half. Hopefully this will get patched in the future, but my second problem with the game may be harder to alter, and that's the controls. The controls are unresponsive and awkward. You have the usual walk, run and jump, and if you jump on an enemy's head, you damage it. So it's similar to Super Mario Bros. You can even acquire fireballs later in the game, but the controls are too loose. When you run to the edge of a platform and want to jump, you have to hit the jump button around half a second before you get to the edge. If you try and jump at the edge of the platform, which is how you would approach other 2D platformers, the jump doesn't respond and you fall to your death. There are no checkpoints in the levels, so when you die you start right back at the beginning, which can also be frustrating. Also regarding the controls, if you tap a direction button for example, you slide an extra couple of paces. You have to take your finger off the movement key earlier than is natural in order to stop moving. The number of times I moved just too far and took damage was annoying. It's one thing to take damage in a game because I messed up. When it's because the game takes an extra second to respond to control inputs, that's not okay. I do have a positive point for the game. You gain experience for killing enemies and you level up. When you level up, you gain health and more attack power. It changed up the way I played Emerald Shores compared to other 2D platformers. The goal was not to just get to the end of a level. I took each level slowly and tried to kill all enemies to get all experience. You can only gain experience the first time you finish a level, so it was essential to finish the level maximizing enemy kills. I'm afraid though even this was not an unequivocal positive. There were some points where to kill an enemy you have to play too slowly. These balls for example, you need to wait for their little floating balls to move away before you can attack them. There's one level where there is one of these balls, then another, then a set of 3, and then 2 more floating over a chasm. It becomes so slow and so boring to try and kill all the enemies, but you kind of have to do it in order to make the boss fights more manageable, especially in the boss fight with the devil. I put up a gameplay video earlier in the week. Rather than continue to talk about what I didn't like about the game, you can judge the story, graphics and music for yourself. The developer Josh Ford seems like a nice guy from the interactions I've had with him on Twitter. It's a shame I don't have more good things to say about Emerald Shores, but I just can't recommend a 2D platformer where the controls don't even work properly. So guys, have you played Emerald Shores? And what did you think of it? I'd love to hear your comments, especially positive ones. Do you think I'm being too harsh? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.